Cocaine, a white powder that's more valuable than gold, a potent stimulant that has fueled wars, toppled governments, and birthed empires. It's not just a substance, it's a symbol. A symbol of power, wealth, and danger. Its trade stretches across continents from the coca fields of South America to the bustling streets of New York and Los Angeles. Its impact is global, its consequences devastating. This is no ordinary commodity. This is a weapon, a tool of destruction and creation, tearing down the old world and constructing a new one in its place. The cocaine trade has given rise to notorious kingpins, individuals wielding immense power and influence. They operate in the shadows, yet their impact is felt around the world. Their names are whispered in hushed tones, their stories told in the darkest corners of society, and in this underworld one name reigns supreme: Spencer Barnes Jr. Spencer Barnes Jr. wasn't born into power. His rise, like the cocaine he would come to control, was a potent mix of ambition, fearlessness, and ruthlessness. Born and raised in the underbelly of Los Angeles, Spencer Barnes Jr. was no stranger to the harsh realities of life. His childhood was a battleground, a daily struggle for survival that honed his instincts and shaped his unyielding spirit. As a young man, he was introduced to the cocaine trade, not as a user, but as a street-level dealer. The allure of easy money and power was too intoxicating to resist. Spencer didn't just participate in the trade, he studied it. He observed the mechanics of the operation, the players involved, and the power dynamics at play. He saw the potential not just for personal gain, but for absolute control. With a keen eye for opportunity and an iron will, he began his climb through the ranks. His strategies were as cunning as they were brutal. He built alliances with those who could strengthen his position, offering protection and profit in exchange for loyalty. Those who posed a threat were swiftly and ruthlessly eliminated. Fear became his most potent weapon, and he wielded it with a cold, calculated precision. His rise was not without opposition. Rivals and law enforcement alike attempted to halt his ascent, but Spencer proved to be an elusive target. He operated from the shadows, leaving no trace of his involvement. His methods were extreme, but undeniably effective. Amidst the chaos and violence of the cocaine trade, Spencer Barnes Jr. emerged as a force to be reckoned with. His name became synonymous with power, and his influence spread like wildfire. His rule was absolute, his control unchallenged. The streets of Los Angeles, New York, and beyond were his kingdom, and cocaine was his crown. With a ruthless grip on the trade, Spencer Barnes Jr. quickly became the undisputed kingpin of cocaine. At the height of his power, Spencer Barnes Jr. controlled an empire that stretched from the streets of Los Angeles to the heart of New York. In the underworld of narcotics, Spencer Barnes Jr. was a name that commanded respect, fear, and awe. His influence over the cocaine trade was unparalleled. From the Golden Coast of California to the gritty streets of the Big Apple and beyond, his reach was vast and unyielding. His empire was built on the back of an insatiable demand for the white powder, and he became the undisputed kingpin of cocaine. Barnes's lifestyle was as extravagant as it was audacious. His fortunes, amassed in the shadowy world of the cocaine trade, funded a lifestyle of opulent luxury. Mansions, fast cars, private jets, the trappings of his success were many and ostentatious. Yet, beneath the veneer of wealth and power lay a darker reality. His rule over the cocaine trade was a reign of terror. It was a time marked by violence and fear. The communities he exploited paid a heavy price. Lives were shattered, families torn apart, and neighborhoods were left in ruins. The allure of his lifestyle was a mirage, a facade that hid the devastating impact of his actions. His empire thrived on the suffering of those caught in the grip of addiction. He capitalized on the desperation of the vulnerable, growing his empire on the misery of others. His name became synonymous with the darkest aspects of the cocaine trade, but his influence was not limited to those directly involved in the trade. His wealth and power allowed him to manipulate the system, corrupting officials and undermining institutions. His actions sent shockwaves that rippled through society, affecting countless lives. However, his reign was not